Yeah, so I've been in EMS a total of, 13 years now. So I've been a paramedic a good chunk of it. And there's different levels. You have your EMT basic and an intermediate and paramedic, and it's just basically your scope of practice of medicine that you can do. So your paramedic is the highest level, right? From there, I went to an agency. I've worked there for the past 5-6 years now, and I've promoted to captain, which I'm in charge of an entire area on the map. And when things get really bad, that's when I'm there. So like if there is a multiple vehicle accident with a lot of patients and resources will be needed, if God forbid there's a school shooting, anything crazy like that, that's kind of more my niche is controlling that scene and managing the resources. And then the day-to-day, of course, is like simple stuff, scheduling, management of personnel, and then going on those calls that may not necessarily have a lot of patients, but are what we call high acuity, meaning that like someone's dead or someone's got an advanced pathological problem that needs some expertise on that. And so enter me.
The wheels of the train seem to sing this refrain. Gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home to heaven. Each town passing by brings a tear to my eye. Gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home to heaven. As we're rounding the bend, I'll be nearing the end of the rainbow that I've been dreaming of. Let the world have its goal. I'll go back to my folks. Gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home to the ones I love. The wheels of the train seem to sing this refrain. Gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home to heaven. Each town passing by brings a tear to my eye. Gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home to heaven.
So it's right as COVID was happening, there was a SUV, like a Suburban, and there were 2 adults in the front seat, and there were 8 kids in the back, and they were all on restraint. They were going to exit the access road off of 35, and a front passenger tire popped, causing the vehicle to roll. Unfortunately, the only 2 people restrained didn't get ejected, but all the kids got ejected. So there were, I was first on scene, unfortunately, because it happened like on my station. And when I got there, that was my patient. So I took command of the scene and we did a triage of all of us back. Fire was working on a 20-year-old female who was unresponsive and dead. And as a scene commander, I had to default to what was more important, and someone who is already dead from that many patients and that many resources is not viable. I got this little girl in my vehicle, and I was so scared that I was going to fuck up and fail her and she was going to die because I wasn't good enough. So I was able to start everything I needed to do and get her to where she needed to be. And I remember stuttering the whole time, but I realized in retrospect that I wasn't stuttering, I was praying. Yeah. Because I wanted somebody. The worst part of that isn't all that shit. Because after all that, they found out she had COVID, and this is the beginning of it. So they're like, hey, you know what's really shitty? Not only did you have to do that, but we're gonna put you in your own hotel by yourself after the worst call of your career to think about it by yourself for 2 weeks. By the way, Instagram delivers alcohol. It's okay to be broken.
All right, can I see your fanny pack again? There we go. Let me get down there. Tally the fanny pack.
Yeah.
Right, and you're supporting who?
Arby's.
Why?
Because they compliment my fanny pack every time I go in.
As opposed to make me feel intense shame at an Arby's.
Nice.
I even got a Death Star on the ceiling.
That's fucking rad.
So I got a new guitar today.
Oh shit. Yeah, I see you dabble as well.
I dabble.
You have quite the fucking collection now. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck is that?
Buy me Bone Storm or go to hell. Simpsons?
Oh fuck. They actually made the game out of them?
No, someone fucking made like a decoration one.
Oh, okay.
But it's got to go in the collection just for the fucking silliness of it.
That game was crazy good back in the day. That's pretty cool, man. Well, hopefully I'll get there soon enough.
I'm proud.
I would be too. Like, that's big dick energy right here.
You know, my favorite thing is I'm obsessed with how to end a conversation.
Yeah. This is Doug Russell. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs next to a shovel? Doug.
Oh, you piece of shit.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs and a pile of leaves? Russell.
Russell, that's okay. So it's all your name. It's all has to do with your name.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be even lazier and just use my same exact speaking voice.
I really insist that.
Yeah, it was in a Target bag, to be fair.
That was literally last night?
Yeah, that was literally last night.
You found a baby in a Target bag?
Yes.
At Target?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we had gotten a call for a lady who had a syncopal episode where she, passed out or whatever. And it was because she was hemorrhaging post a spontaneous abortion. And she put it into a Target bag, and we opened to confirm, and yeah, it was in there. I could do this for hours.
Zach!
Yeah, no, like
It's a Zach attack!
Very peaceful. I'm gonna attack anyway.
what's up, man?
Hey,
John.
Yeah, go into it and catch up Josh and Zach here a little bit on what you're pitching, what you're building.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess if I'm gonna, you are a big juicy boy. So I guess if I'm gonna talk about exactly where I'm at, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing it, I should probably tell you a little background about me and where this came from, right? right before COVID started, I had a buddy of mine named Hayden Henshaw, and he was patient zero in the United States for the swine flu. Sorry, real talk. Yeah, there's a Target bag.
Oh. Yeah, do you have a baby toy in it?
And so it's frustrating. The first thing I did is a little bit of time had passed and I just got pissed. I was like, man, we have to do something better.
Here we are at a basement of a children's restaurant. I decided to, I gave his charity, it's called Thoughtful Triage. I decided to give this space over to his nonprofit. So now, you are now enjoying America, the world's first openly nonprofit comedy club. Yeah. That's right. We make zero money. We've always made no money. But now we're openly making no money, and that no money is definitely going to the EMTs. All I know is that when you're first on the scene and you have to deal with a dead baby in a Target bag, and that happens so many times, by the way. This is a shitty country. And I know, I thought Walmart too. I thought it'd be a rollback, but no, Target. This could have been a beautiful baby. Much better than a Walmart baby, right? It's not a Dollar General. Who gives a shit, right? Target baby. Oh, what if we lost, right? John McCain, can you come up here, John McCain? Guys, give Douglas a big round of applause. Come on. Guys, this is Douglas's first time on stage. He's usually our cameraman.
So I'll get right to the chase. I know that you guys are trying to watch some comedy tonight, but what we're doing behind the scenes, why we're raising money is, like Jay said, I'm a first responder. And I'm also now the executive director for a charity profit that helps with resilience and mental health.
Okay, pause right there. We need a joke. It can't be that
What's red and spits?
What?
A baby in a frying pan.
Hey! On that note, some of the trauma that our first responders have experienced over a long period of time has alluded to us ultimately getting into substance abuse and, of course, suicide at an alarming rate, and it got worse during COVID.
What's the difference between a dead baby and a rock? You can't fuck a rock.
Jesus, Murphy!
Yeah, please. Oh, okay. We're going to do so much more this year, but it's going to have to be through this haggard, fucking piece of shit, broken human being. Who deals with death and trauma and destruction? Fucking EMTs. Who else deals with death and drama and destruction? Stand-up comedians. That's my entire set. These motherfuckers don't like correct. They like fucked up shit because they're trying to deal with dead babies in Target bags.
I mean, it's fucked up because, like,
What else was in the bag?
fucking goo. That's
Can he say that?
The Viking likes it.
I like it. More! I'm just...
Lizard Man's going to be doing the pre-show. He's going to introduce to the audience. He's going to relax them. Let's get live! Get crazy! Kick a baby! Throw some shit! Let's get out of our head! Woo!
Oh, I'm 30. I'm 30 better. I'm like, yeah, I've got an aborted child on you. I just.
10,000 Palestinians died this year.
Israel and Palestine, not good friends. I had no idea. I need to find out what y'all thought of the show.
Oh, my grandson Dylan was great.
Your grandson?
Tuna sub spelled backwards is bust a nut.
Oh, they smoke weed together. That's awesome.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay. He smoked in my house before.
Oh, shit. Looks good. I can hear you. Can you hear? Oh, shit. Grab it.
Well, if your airplane has to lose an engine, this is the plane you want to do it in.
Come on in. Come on in.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
What the? Holy shit!
Love it. This is not what I was expecting. This is like a guitar trap house.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
This is the first time I've had a woman come in to look at everything, and it's exactly okay. All right, every guy. Holy shit!
Fucking A! Oh man.
Great Caesar's my childhood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Because there's ASMR, but like this is just wow.
This is amazing.
I've been remodeling, so everything's kind of
I
like...
could tell. Ah, okay. And does somebody actually sleeps there?
That's my guest bed.
Okay.
And then the rest of the time it's my cat's bed.
Okay.
Let's go! Let's go!
So yeah, I do that. On top of that, I decided to really dive into creating a organization that starts to really promote EMS and first responders and their mental health. And I guess the seed of the idea really originated with a guy that I went to paramedic school with. His name was Hayden. And he exhibited all the classic signs of burnout, stress, fatigue, depression. And we all always are kind of stuck in that loop in this field, so we kind of all go along with it. We have the same like coping skills where we make dark humor jokes about it. We go to the bars and get really drunk together. And then one day he blew his brains out. And I mean, all of us were like just wrecked by this, because we all said the same things, like, why didn't we see it coming? Why didn't we do more? And that's when I had this whole thing kind of, I didn't know it at the time, but that's where it's really all born from, because we did see it. We all live it. We do it all the time, and we're all broken as a result of the constant trauma that we're overexposed to. And so the problem isn't that we're exposed to trauma. You can go through multiple things here in your life, and it's all about your resilience and how you build that. And we're awful at it across the board. Yeah. And when you have a group of people that are awful at building up resilience, and you keep putting them in traumatic situations, of course we're going to have one of the highest fields that has suicides in it. We're going to have huge amounts of substance abuse issues. We're going to have high levels of divorce, because we're not able to even take care of ourselves in a long enough timeline. So how do we change that, right? Because like the culture has always been like, oh, we'll stuff it down, drink whiskey about it, and be a man, because you're going to have to go on harder calls. Yeah. Well, there's a degree of, yes, you got to be tough. There's also a side you've got to take care of yourself. And I've noticed that over time, it's like, well, what can we do that's different? Well, we got to change the whole culture. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in this rat race of, well, I didn't see it coming, and you got to be tough, and then my friend blows his brains away, and what could we have done better? And then it keeps going round and round and round, and it never gets better. And it got so much worse, I think, with COVID, because now we're overworking these guys, we're burning them out at a higher rate, and then it completely diminished the public's interest in joining first responder agencies because of the fear of the unknown with COVID, right? You work 12 hours a day, you stay in your ambulance, you don't go and stay in a fire station, you street side post. So you're like, stuck in this like Sprinter van for 12 hours straight with one other person, and they may be the most obnoxious person in the world. And then on top of that, they run you nonstop. So even if you're in the bathroom, if you're trying to eat, doesn't matter, why does it take you so long to respond to this non-emergency BLS transport, which sometimes means like there's somebody who's going from the hospital to a psych facility. Yeah. And so they're just running you ragged nonstop. It's almost like your own emotional and physical needs aren't met. Again, it's all part of what we do, and I'm not necessarily being negative about those things. It's just, I'm saying...
You're saying what you do.
We are doing these things, and it does cause fatigue and burnout on top of everything else we do. My goal is to take care of first responders on that level who are going through the 911 side of stuff, or they're going through that trauma all day in and day out. Right. We got to start somewhere, right?
Right.
The world have its goal. I'll go back to my phone. Gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home to the ones I love.
When I say fuck you, you say Jesus. Fuck you. Fuck you.
See you in the parking lot.
I'll see you in the parking lot.
Son of Odin, my ass.
Bring your mother.
Are you not entertained?